It's a beautiful morning here in Maine. Welcome. It's been a while since we had an update on this channel, so I kind of figured I would get us to where we are today. Earlier this year, this dog got a raging case of the diabetes and went blind in less than a week from it. But look at her. She doesn't seem to know it. So, here's the story. I bought that land. It was a little less than a half an acre a few years ago, and I tried to follow the rules to build without a permit and off-grid legally to a T. But the rules in New Hampshire state that if the town doesn't like what you're doing, they can just change the rules in any town, and that's fine. So I ended up selling it and making a little bit of money, and it was okay. But to be honest, I just kind of got depressed by the whole situation. Wasn't into making content or anything like that. I moved in with my girlfriend, and we got enough together to buy the land that we're walking on now, which also has a very nice house and a garage and an in-laws quarters. And let's see, can I turn this around? And a river. Let's show you the river. Here is the river. So here we are. As you can see, this property is a big step up. We do have a mortgage, so the whole mortgage free or die thing didn't quite work out. But that's what we're here to talk about. Good girl. Blind dog fetch. Anyway, so we bought this house, and then pretty immediately, both of us got some really horrible jobs. For the past 2 years, not only have I been like flipping bikes and whatever else I can find, cars sometimes, to make a little extra money, but I've been working just any job I could get. Well, any cannabis job I could get. I was growing, I was managing gardens for people and driving really far both ways. While doing it, my girlfriend, Rachel, was working in insurance claims and hated it, like just hated it. So then we formed a plan here to either sell the house or turn it into an Airbnb. And we did a mixture of both, or we're doing a mixture of both. So for the whole summer, we ran it as an Airbnb, and that actually did it more than paid for the mortgage. And we were able to quit our jobs and just kind of like make side cash to live for a few months there. And that was nice. We have stopped Airbnb-ing it right now because we are under contract to sell it, and we're kind of enjoying the last few months here and not trying to live in our like studio apartment next door to our house in the cold, which isn't like fully set up yet for it. But we did Airbnb it. We made more than close to like 3 times what we have for a mortgage on it. Not quite, but close to that. And so it was a little moneymaker for a while. And then we decided we really just don't have many friends here. We don't have much that we do here. And other than having this amazing space, we don't really have much here. But the equity in our house has gone up quite a bit. So we put it on the market, and all the realtors laughed at the price that we said, but we're not moving unless we get a good amount of money. Look who just joined us. And even though they laughed at us, a couple months went by, and now we're under contract. Now that contract is a little bit shaky because it's an FHA loan, and there's like a lot of hoops that you have to jump through for that kind of loan, which doesn't really make exciting YouTube content, so we're not even going to talk about it. But the house may sell, it may not, and if it doesn't sell, we're just going to take it off the market and probably Airbnb it again in the spring, because it was a nice little moneymaker. So that's where we are with the house, and compared to when I had to sell my property and all that, it's a much nicer space to be in over here in Maine than New Hampshire. I would never suggest anyone to live in New Hampshire unless you have a good amount of money, because even if you can afford property there, you become land rich and money poor because their taxes are so high on the property. If you don't have a lot of money, it's better to just pay lesser taxes in Maine and then pay lesser taxes on your property as well. So in my opinion, I mean, everyone's got their own hustle, right? Anyway, dog, you want to head back? And now here in Maine, we have 2.2 acres. We have riverfront. We have open space, this beautiful path, 2 buildings. It just turned out much better. not being over there in New Hampshire. I can't say enough bad about living in New Hampshire. Here's our two buildings from behind. I did a lot of work this year to fix them up to get them ready for Airbnb too. And Airbnb isn't passive income, if you kind of have that idea, if you think you're going to get into it. It is a bit of work, unless I guess you can get management to deal with everything. However, even then, it's not like there's a little bit of stress, there's a little bit of effort. This is the building we were living in. Don't look at that broken window. Built an outdoor shower here. Did a lot this year. The other thing I've been doing is making music, which you can check out on streaming platforms. You can search slower future, and you can find the track I just recently put up.
Helicopter keeps on spinning. I'm pretty sure pretty soon we're super winning, and that's why I avoid red wine in my white linen. I could tell Virgo was your sign. You're super timid.
You can tell it's super organized in here, especially around there. That whole area, it's really organized. And I've just been making music that I try and make myself laugh with, or like goofing around, having a good time, trying to make stuff that's fun, because I'm sick of being not fun. Anyway, oh, hi. That's it from me and Blind Dog right now, and we'll have to see you later.